Hey guys, thanks for doing this. I'll start with Antoine. Just the level of excitement at sort of having a game day today, and how much you guys have to sort of put some extra weight on these scrimmages with no preseason games here and only a week till game number one.
Really important, very excited, and it's going to be a lot of fun, like getting back to real action. We kind of played a game yesterday, which was like not like closer to regular game, but still like playing at nighttime is going to be huge, and getting back into that mood. And it's going to be a process, and we got to fast track it.
Next up is Jeff Pettersson.
Just wondering if there were any American chirpers in the room this morning after the hockey game last night.
Can't comment on that.
Antoine, just curious about your knee. Like a lot of guys who've gone through what you went through say it takes really a full year before, they're back and feeling like they were in their former self. Your year obviously was broken up with COVID, and it's been a weird year for everybody. Is the knee any kind of issue, or do you feel, and I'm not suggesting that I notice, I just wonder, like, how does that knee feel now as you move forward into a full season?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, like I think like when I came back, maybe looking back, I may have came a little bit early, which if I had to redo it, maybe I would take a little longer and make sure my knee and my physical was just like overall in better shape. And because I struggled at the start to like find the gear, and with the league getting faster every year, like you really need to be in top shape to play, which when I look back, I don't think I was. And something with the first stop with COVID, like when I came back from for playoff, I felt much better overall. And even now, like it's I agree, it takes more time than what we think.
Thanks.
Next up is Ben McIntyre.
Sorry, Elias, nobody's going to ask you anything as long as Antoine is sitting there beside you. So I got another one for you, Roos. Since you joined the team, you've seen how much the team has grown in that short time, and it's a better team now. Your ice time in the playoffs probably was not what you would like, but you were playing. Where do you see yourself now? Do you feel like this needs to be a big year for you now that you're healthy and feeling good to kind of get back the role that you had previously?
Well, you always need good years in this league. Like there's no like you can have a off year or something like that. You always need a good year. Always prepare for that. And then my only preoccupation right now is like to win. Like we have a club that's just like need some wins, want to win mostly, and we have young guys that's just like are gamers, and it's nice to be on a team like that. And if that means I play less to win a cup, to me, like that's worth it. So to answer your question, I think even if I play less and we win, that's what matters.
And just with the changes on the team, there's obviously a change in kind of the mix in the dressing room and the feeling about that. Well, how is the chemistry now, and does it feel different than last year, or does it just feel the same?
Feel the same. It's sure like when you lose like big voices in the locker room, it hurts. But we had up like a big voice in Schmidt, and I think he's going to fill in some role, like a big role. And he's a great addition to our club, and we're excited to start on the 13th.
Thank you.
Great. Next up is Ben Kuzma.
A two-part question for Elias. Elias, JT Miller talked the other day about how good the power play can be, and he thinks that you guys could probably have the top unit in the league in a condensed season. Why do you think that's possible? And more importantly, what has JT meant to you, Elias, not just on and off the ice? He not only had a spectacular year in leading the club in scoring and having a career year, but he seemed to be such a force in the room as well.
I definitely think we can be to have a good power play and be a top power play in the league. I think we showed it last season when we played our best power play. Because we have 5 threats on the ice who can score, who can make plays, and and also JT is ever since he comes in, he's been a great voice in the locker room. He always he's been in the league for I don't know how long, but he has experience and he's skilled. So it's been a great addition for me, and of course, a guy I can talk about anything with if I ever wonder something.
Thanks, Elias.
Next up is Jim Morris.
Yeah, hi, Bruce. Question for you. First of all, good to see you again in the new year. For a player who plays with a bit of an edge in his game sometimes, what are your thoughts about the idea now you might see the same team 2-3 times in a row? Do you like that? Do you think the games will get more physical? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, my first thoughts is like it's gonna be like more edgy every night because like you see the same guys like all the time. So like if something happens in game one, let's say you play 4 games straight against, let's say, Calgary. Well, guess what? Like game 2, you're gonna have maybe to answer the bell. Game 3, game 4. So it's either the emotion and the fire in the game gonna like step up, or it's just gonna like maybe like lingers longer. So I'm expecting more rivalries and more like edgy games.
We've talked a lot about the Canadian division. Are you going to miss playing against some of the other teams? Are there any team you would like you're going to miss playing against, or is it going to be different not seeing some of those teams?
Not really. I think it's really good for us, for the game, for Vancouver to be seen as like a great city, which is, and like as have more attention for our young players into the East. I feel like sometimes like all the attention goes on to Matthews, Marner, and even Suzuki now like gets a big attention. And I don't think our guys sometimes get the attention they deserve, like our best player, and like they could be in better position to market themselves as the best player in the league.
All right, thank you.
Next up is Patrick Johnson.
Hey, Elias. Hey, Roos. Elias, we've seen a lot of you this offseason sort of trying to put yourself out there, present yourself perhaps in new ways to fans. One of them is video gaming. I was just wondering, sort of what that's been like for you in terms of, engaging with Adam. I know Adam's been a real leader in this, and just sort of how that's been going for you.
I think it's going good. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy like being more out there. And with streaming and playing video games, it's easy. I'm just trying to be myself, and just honestly, just have fun. That's why I wanted to do more, have fun, show parts of my life that you guys usually don't see. So I'm just trying to have fun.
It strikes me as something too that, I know you seem more conscious of who you are in the city and what you are in terms of where your career is at. Is that something you've been thinking about as well? This is your 3rd year in Vancouver now. You want to have a better sense, or people have a better sense of who you are off the ice?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm just decided I want to try streaming on Twitch. Just trying to have some fun. Honestly, I haven't really thought of why I want to do it, and I just, like I said, just want to have fun.
Thanks a lot.
And with the final question for this group, it's Daniel Wagner.
Antoine, I was wondering, you're lined up with Adam Gaudette and Zach McEwen in most of the drills and practice the first couple days. Gaudette is obviously a young player, has been in the league a couple seasons now. What have you seen from him coming into this training camp? Does he look stronger? Is he better on face-offs? What do you see from him that shows promise for the coming season?
Well, I just think sometimes it takes time. Like, not saying that you needed more time, but it takes more time to feel more and more comfortable and be a threat in this league. And he evolves, like you learn every year, like one things or two that just carry on every year. And for him, he just showed up like in really good condition. His skills take it to another level every time. Like, he seems like more confident to use those skills, and to me that's nice because that creates space for me, and I just can open space for him by going to the net and doing simple things that I'm good at, and some things that we complement each other pretty well. That's what I'm trying to say.
And when you look at that line, or if there's another combination during the season, what do you see the potential for you guys offensively? Obviously, you've got a two-way game. You guys want to be responsible defensively. What do you guys think you are capable of providing on the offensive end?
Well, like it's the part that's the most fun. Like you gotta provide some points to your team, and like that's what's thrilling, you know. Like you want to go out there and just not just be like a defensive player, which is awesome, but like also provide like some goals, and by doing that, you just always think of like getting better. And when you think that way, I think like you can always get better, and you don't reach your full potential like right away. Even like if you're older, you can still develop into like a good player. And that's the optic I'm at. Like I've always had in my career. And so to produce offensively, it's fun. That's something I always took pride in. And doing it with Adam and Zach or Satsi, it's something that's fun, and that helps the team win if we help produce.